Michael Hage's dynamic rush game make him an exciting first-round prospect. Before we talk about Michael Hage, the player, let's talk about Michael Hage, the human being. If you've been following the Montreal Canadiens over the last 3 seasons under Kent Hughes' management, you'll know they focus on the character of their prospects. They look for maturity, work ethic, attitude, and how players handle challenges or adversity. No one has faced more adversity in the last 2 years than Michael Hage. 2 years ago, around this time, he lost his dad, who was a big Montreal Canadiens fan and the typical hockey dad, supporting Michael and his brother Alexandre, one of the best U15 hockey players in Ontario. Despite this difficult time, Michael continued to focus on his hockey career. When he started in the USHL with the Chicago Steel, he injured his shoulder during training camp, requiring surgery that caused him to miss most of the season, playing only 13 games. Despite this adversity, Hage didn't give up. He focused on his health and skills, doing his best to recover. He bounced back last year with the Steel for his draft eligibility. In his last 25 games, he scored 42 points, the second highest among prospects during that span, just behind Celebrini. The reason the Canadiens wanted Hage wasn't just because of his skills on the ice, but also his personality. They believe he fits very well with the culture of the Montreal Canadiens. Just a couple of years ago, Hage was poised to be a top 10 pick. The dynamic center powered a stacked Toronto Junior Canadiens program before heading to the Chicago Steel. After an injury wiped out most of his 16-year-old season, it took Hage some time to fully acclimate to the USHL. Once he did, he arguably became the league's best center, scoring 61 points in 38 games down the stretch, including 31 points in 16 games. While Hage might not be the top 10 pick he was once projected to be, he could still end up as a top 10 player in this draft when it's all said and done. Here's why. Dynamic rushing game. Michael Hage's skill set shines the brightest. He's one of the best puck rushers in the draft class, with a combination of dynamic feet, deceptive handling, and clever routes that power him through the neutral zone with ease. Hage is a manipulator off the rush. He doesn't just charge down the perimeter, he uses his skills to shift the defense and create space. It starts without the puck. Michael Hage constantly reloading routes that allow him to build speed before touching the puck. After receiving a drop or lateral pass, he instantly takes the puck to the middle of the rink. With a bit of speed, USHL defenders have no answer for Hage. A quick, smooth crossover burst launches him past opponents, and he amplifies that advantage with his weight shifts and routes. Hage attacks angles inside crossovers rather than straight lines, which forces the defense to move and adjust to him. Inside space, he skates directly at defenders to freeze their feet, then loads his weight on one leg. As he does this, he pulls the puck across his body to the backhand, fully convincing the defender that he's about to continue into their space. Then he pushes off, moves the puck back to his hip pocket, and continues into the empty space next to the defender. Hage is manipulating the momentum of defenders rather than reacting to it, and primarily looking to make plays inside space rather than through sticks and feet. The risk of his maneuvering is relatively low. When these skills combine, Hage pulls off some of the best rushes in the draft class. He fluidly freezes defenders or gets them to overcommit to the outside, takes the inside, bursts around the next layer, and gets to the net. He also has the creativity and hand speed to pull off the incredible. Michael Hage is poised to become a dynamic rusher in the NHL and potentially an automatic choice for power play entries with his exceptional skills. However, beyond his highlight reel end-to-end rushes, Hage also executes equally exciting and even more projectable rushes using those same abilities. Like the best rushers in the NHL, Hage manipulates the defense with quick possession plays. When he receives the puck along the boards, he anticipates the defense stepping up on him. In response, he quickly moves the puck back to the middle with a pass to a teammate or a swift deke off the reception to the center. When Hage employs give and goes, he doesn't immediately pass to his teammate upon sight. Instead, he attacks the middle to draw the defense a step or two towards him before passing, giving his target more space to return the pass. Whether passing or carrying the puck, Hage constantly looks for plays against the grain. He draws the defense towards him, then moves the puck into the space they just vacated. In the NHL, many of these plays occur just after the blue line, where the attacker finds the trailer or makes a short slip to the middle lane driver. This is where Hage truly excels. Hage incorporates a degree of physicality in his rushes. While it may not be at the level of some other top prospects, he effectively accelerates through contact using shuffle steps, managing pucks within tight spaces, and occasionally driving to the net. Hage's ability to shift through defenses reveals his dual threat scoring potential. His shooting and passing skills are both projected to be above average in the NHL, thanks to his deceptiveness and puck handling abilities. Hage is an adaptable shooter, capable of firing shots both in motion and off the catch. His standout move is the curl and drag wrist shot, particularly effective on the power play or as the F2 on the rush, where he can step into open space. As he moves inside, he subtly angles outward to show shot, prompting the defender to follow. Once the defender commits, he shifts onto the outside edge of his outside leg, cutting inward and generating the necessary force for the shot in a single motion. Off the rush, Hage's shooting skill is most evident after he draws the defense towards him. He waits for the defenders to pivot, then taps the puck under their stick and fires. When receiving a return pass on the rush, he doesn't shoot immediately, instead aiming his shot towards the goalie's push-off side to catch them off guard. Hage's passing skills are equally impressive. He can make every type of pass, executing some truly remarkable plays. He excels at long-range slip passes, finding teammates through tight defensive coverage and frequently exploiting the cross-slot seam, improving details. Hage is an outstanding open ice player, controlling the game off the rush with his manipulation skills. However, many chess master-type prospects have come up short for three reasons: lack of pace, lack of in-zone offense creation, and lack of high-end playmaking. Pace was an issue for much of this season, with Hage often gliding and being late to get open or support his teammate. This started to improve in later games. However, the other two concerns remain. Hage often tries to beat a defender with his hands or speed before passing, rather than passing to beat the defender and set up the play simultaneously. He attempts high-end plays but misses many opportunities because he holds onto the puck too long. He also throws blind passes into space, killing rushes even after beating half the opposition. In the offensive zone at 5-on-5, Hage primarily looks for the high cycle. He wants to get the puck with speed, carry it to the top of the offensive zone, and create from there. He makes special plays where he works up the boards to draw the defender and then cuts back to attack the middle. However, he lacks puck protection and the ability to absorb contact along the boards. There's also a lot of high circling, attacking groups of defenders and turning the puck over after getting swarmed. Hage's rushing game alone likely isn't enough to secure a top offensive role. He'll need to improve his cycle creation and ability to make plays inside contact. In the meantime, he's already started improving other areas of his game, which should give him an alternative path to the NHL. As the season progressed, Hage's defensive and physical impacts improved. His defensive rotations and check recognition became quicker. He killed more plays and started more rushes as a result. Positioned well, he closed lanes proactively and brought physicality with hits and net front battles. Offensively, he used his roots to push back the defense, set picks to create space, and create traffic around the net. He also seemed to find another level of puck thievery by engaging his body more in late-season games. Hage is one of the draft's biggest wildcards, also in the caliber of player he could become. There are a few development factors to consider. If the season had been longer, how much would his game have improved? He wasn't just on a scoring streak. He seemed to find a new level in most areas of his game. He's also headed to the Michigan Wolverines, a top-end program and development powerhouse. Hage's rushing skills give him top 6 center potential. He has the dynamic skills and manipulation abilities that most top 6 forwards possess. To reach that level, he'll need to improve his cycle skills, ability to create inside contact, and playmaking. This seems very possible for a player with his level of skill. If Hage continues to develop the defensive side of his game, he could carve out a role as a puck-transporting, defensively sound third-line center. With top 6 upside and multiple pathways to the NHL, Michael Hage could become the steal of the first round. Thank you to watching another Habs Nation video. But before we leave, we invite you, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the channel, and finally let us a comment about this video. And remember, you have greatness inside of you, and we wishes you an amazing, great, and blessing day.